Leshka versus Kerpa here on DM2. I'm sorry, not. That was the last round. Leshka versus jwzr. I just couldn't believe it. Kerpa lost. But we got jwzr taking away initial rockets and LG. EB's going to be gone by the time jwzr makes himself back up to the top of the map. But look at this. He's actually pushing in on the Mega in order to sneak back to the red. How crazy sneaky is that? And why was Leshka not on top of that Mega? Holy crap. jwzr got away with a hell of a lot there. So we've got yellow armor in the hands of Leshka, but that'll be about it. But holy crap, he's really making up for it with all of this damage. So much EB, knocked down to the bottom of the map. Sure, you can take Mega, you can take red. I'm going to take all of that back. Jeez. jwzr knocked down very quickly here. 2 up on nil. Leshka just keeping the pressure up and taking a very quick nice stack in order to take away Mega health. Bounce right over the yellow armor. No armor for you. I gave you your chance. I gave you that first Mega, that first red. All according to plan, but a very quick 5 in a row. First minute, 5 frags for Leshka. So coming back into red armor, he's actually going to have fairly good timing here. Oh no, he's going to be a little bit too early, misses the spawn itself. Is that going to turn into a grab for jwzr? Yes, it will. As well as a frag, but no, what? I'm sorry. Here I was thinking, oh, well, he fragged somebody at red armor. Of course, he's going to get the red armor. No, Leshka's going to spawn on the other end of the map and then run and get it. Balls on this guy. I'm surprised he's able to move at all. Jeez. I would be weighed down by all that. Honestly, that was pretty incredible. Like, the actual meaning of the word. I don't believe that actually happened. Leshka respawned, ran into red armor, and stole it back. Okay. Alright. 2 minutes off the clock. 7 on nil here, but Leshka taking a lot of damage. Still 15 seconds before Mega comes out. They're going to be floating over, but that EB is going to put jwzr on the map. Let's see what he's rocking with. Still a lot of time before that Mega comes out. Leshka showing up there so early is kind of throwing jwzr for a turn or two. It's going to be traded rails with that Mega taken away. Back up to 100 health, but no armor for jwzr. He's able to get another rail before leaving it up. Oh, so risky. So risky. Now out of ammo, he's got to be very, very careful here. He knows when the Mega's going to be coming up. 20 seconds after the last one came up because he took all that damage immediately. So there we have it. He's got a little bit of armor to work with, but 2 seconds left to red. It's going to be a fight over the red. Good initial bounce, but where's the follow-up? And more importantly from Leshka, where's the retaliation after pickup? It's not going to happen. That gives jwzr a lot of options, but on the other hand, it means that Leshka can go into hiding here. You can see that jwzr, after that red, was like, all right, I'm ready for the fight. And Leshka was just gone. And he's still turning into a slippery individual. jwzr's like, all right, fine, I'm going to get all these items, but really it's going to cost me a lot of time. Still 6 frags down. He's got to make something happen here. Ooh, beautiful EB. Just on the exit there. Can't get away with that. So there's Mega finally taken. jwzr stabbing out before the Mega was popping up. Doing him a lot of good, actually. Doing just enough damage with that gunblade to take away yellow armor. But man, just a side-swapped railgun shot there. Nice. But that rocket's still going to be doing a ton of damage. All that armor's knocked off, but there's the red armor to bolster it back up. But once again, Leshka has made himself scarce. Where's he at? jwzr is having to spend a lot of time, a lot of energy just tracking him down. But once in the fight, he's caught in it, and Leshka pulled on down, making this 2 on 7. jwzr still has a lot of time to kind of play this slow and make sure that every fight he gets into with Leshka, he actually has the advantage on, forcing Leshka to fight him at these red armors and Megas a little bit more. So there's the Mega fight, and will be another frag up for Leshka. Let's see if he's able to turn it back around. There's going to be a very, very tight fight there. 8 health left for him, able to take away the 25 and the red. But that 50 won't be back up for a little bit of time. Oh, God, that rocket. And that just reminds me of just like old GGL like casting. It's like, oh, that rocket, man. Not much has changed over the last, what, 6 years? Jeez. Alright, but 5 minutes, 10 seconds left. I mean, still doable for jwzr, especially if he starts doing shit like that. Oh, yeah, the telefrag. Always nice to get a free frag like that. No damage. So fresh and so clean. 10 seconds left in red. He's still floating around the map looking for Leshka. There's Yellow Armor taken away. It's going to be a huge giveaway. Is this LG close range going to be good enough against the Riot Gun? Well, technically, yeah. But so's the Riot Gun. Nice. Very well played at it, jwzr. Popped and locked with the Riot Gun. It's only down by 5 frags. Taking away this Mega's going to do him a lot of good, especially since Red Armor's still 10 seconds away. He can kind of float around this area, daring Leshka to show up for the fight, but making sure that he's going to be in a good position for it. Well, at least until he just puts himself right back on top of the cubby. He was doing a really good job for like the first 5 seconds of that, just going from one end to the other. But as soon as he committed to the ledge, he was kind of in trouble. So very quick, clean couple of frags there from Leshka. He's going to be able to take away that YA, waiting for this Mega to come up. Unless he dies right here, and there's a good chance, and there's the EV. Holy crap. He could finally pull that off. Still keeping this a very close game indeed. Only 6 frags on DM2 is nothing. Oh, Leshka, what a pal. Bouncing jwzr right into the Red Armor. It's nice to have friends like that. Leshka's going to be very weak here, but man, jwzr really needed that last bit of EB. Not going to happen, though. So this gives Leshka a lot more to work with, a lot more to breathe with. He should be feeling a lot more confident now. We're almost at the point where 7 frags is a little bit too much to take over in these next few minutes. Oof. But if you can get some more EB shots like that, that'll certainly help. Leshka's doing exactly what he did against Kerpal, actually. Okay, so yeah, there's no armor rot in this game. I'm not even sure if there's Mega Rot. No, I'm not sure if there is. I feel really amateur for not like knowing that, for just like watching so many games, but I'm like, nah, I've never actually noticed if there's Mega Rot's down. There's no armor rot. Quake 3 is really like the only game that really committed to that. Haven't played Warsaw since high school, says Eternal Lurker. I mean, man, that really illustrates just how long Warsaw's been around. It's just amazing. It's come a very, very long way. Okay, so there's Mega Rat. All right. But no armor rot. And one of the key differences there is that in a game like Quake 3, where you have maximum 200 armor and it's always rotting, it means you can always pick up an armor. You know, if you have an ability to pick up a YA, you can pick up a YA. Here, sometimes you have to make the choice between armor and, you know, hurting yourself. So if you want to, like, take away that YA, you've got to gunblade yourself down to it. So, yeah, I do like that quite a bit. Tiered armor is very nice in some ways. Otherwise, I mean, this is the game where you can literally run laps around the map and take away everything. At least you were able to in the past, a little bit easier than you are now. But it's still completely doable depending on the map. But I like that the game has shifted from, you know, one guy's running the map, controlling all the items, to every item is a contest. Like, even in this match, like, nobody's been in solid control of anything for a very long time. Like, in Quake Live Arrow Walk, like, you usually look at that tectonic shift from one guy being in control to the other guy being in control. And I like that. I think that's important. I think it's a very valid style of play. But here, like, even in games that are this high caliber, it's a toss-up almost every time, and I think that's really unique and awesome. Anyway, final minute, 9 frags between them. We really haven't seen the spread change, which is, you know, to Leshka's benefit. You know, he hasn't gotten much more out of whack than he was, but he also hasn't closed it up as they keep trading. But that's going to be, just calling it there, it's going to be jwzr moving into the next one, 21-11. Leshka in the lead there. We're going to see the next map here in just a moment, dude. Stay tuned. It's going to be some DM12 action. Leshka versus jwzr, map 2. Leshka taking the first one away. We've got Leshka on the LG out of the gate. Looking for the top of the map to take away Plasma Gun and EV. And I like that the top of the map of this one, like, it gives you some weapon options, but mostly just gives you geometry options. I know that now. Thank you. I know about this bookhead now. Now. Anyway. Mega and Wyatt taken away by Leshka. Oof. Nice just damage trade either way. I'm just like really impressed with both of them there. Like nice EB coming out of Leshka, but man, that rocket pop was just very well done. So Leshka back down to 100 health, no armor, and jwzr, he's got the YA and red to work with here. He's got a huge advantage coming into these next 5 seconds over the Mega. He needs to push his advantage though, but weapon-wise, he's a little bit light on being able to put pressure up here. The switch over to Plasma is a wise one. Even if it doesn't turn into a frag, he's able to push Leshka off of the Mega. So YA taken, he needs to maintain his control here. And this is a map where it's a little bit different than the last one, where you really do have to start to solidify yourself on Mega and or Red. Or both if you can. And then it's really up to your opponent to really trap you in the hallways. I mean, this is a map where, yeah, you have some constriction points between the items, but most of the time you have a lot of ambush opportunities as well. I mean, here, like, Red Armor's a little bit safer than it is in most maps. And Mega, you know, you can still retaliate fairly well from Mega. So really you have to do a lot of the damage, like, at the yellow armor, at the 50 health, places like that. Oh no, not running out of rockets would be a great thing for jwzr, but be that as it may, he's still going to be up here. 2-0. A little bit of LG tickle there, that's cute. But I really like the mid position that jwzr is playing. He's being really consistent with his corridor play, but it's still going to be Leshka picking it back up there. Getting his first frag on the board and getting a ton of damage off the spawn. Holy crap, jwzr had nothing to do at that point. Nice. It's going to be a mutual frag there, tied 2-on-2. Mega's going to be up, and it's going to be Leshka getting away with that grab. jwzr going, screw that, I want red. Oh, there's the red. Got to go back for it. A lag there. That was weird. But Leshka with the Mega is looking to push the advantage, especially now that he's got that YA, and jwzr stuck back here in the rocket launcher. He's looking for that exit, gets a little bit of damage off, but ends up beating a little bit himself. So back up top of the map, he needs some weapons. Good time to break away and try to put that together. Nice. Leshka now incredibly weak, but he's got top of the map, and he's got a fairly good idea that jwzr won't be showing up for that red. Fortunately, red armor's, you know, it's difficult to get surprised there. Like, if you can hear your opponent at all, just stay the hell away. He really needed that little bit of EB, though. There's a clean Mega grab from jwzr, and he's going to be pushing his advantage with it. There we go. Bringing up the lead there. jwzr now 3-on-2. Oh no, gotta go back for that rocket launcher. Jump bad herd. Leshka taking away that YA. He's going quiet now. Gotta hide behind some crates. I don't know what he's waiting for exactly, other than the weapons, of course. I mean, but waiting for an LG is a little bit, it's frustrating. I know it's got to be. So 2-on-4. Leshka once again on the run off of the spawn. Got rocket launcher and not much else. Poking back out into the main atrium, looking for that Mega, but of course it's not going to be there. Oof. jwzr pulling up once again. 5-on-2. Still got plenty of health, plenty of armor here. A lot of it getting knocked off by this LG. Looking for the last little bit of EB shot, and he gets it, but at what cost? Well, fortunately for him, he's able to bolster that back up with the 25s and the 50. Like, yeah, red armor, if you lose the fight at red armor, it's going to be really easy for your opponent to bring it back up and get back up to 100-100. It's still going to be a damn close one here as we near the halfway point. 6-on-3. jwzr looking for this red armor, but eating a nice little bit of rocket spam there from Leshka. That was well done. Like, yeah, jwzr can recover from that very easily, but it's going to give him a little bit more to work with here at the Mega. If he shows up to the fight, if he just completely disappears here, I don't know what to say. Like, all right, there's the rail. That's good. He needed that. The fact that both jwzr and myself were like, where the hell is he? All right, I guess he's not showing up at all. Go Leshka. That's good. I mean, I love seeing these just pot shot rails. Like, jwzr is still picking stuff up, but he's having a lot harder of a time keeping it. 5 seconds yellow. Now jwzr's getting all I can see. Like, oh, am I going to eat a rail now? Now he's covering everything but the yellow, which is good because it gives him time to come in on this Mega. And he's actually going to draw the line in the sand at red. I'm like, all right, I've done damage. I've avoided items, but red's where I try to make it happen. But camping on red, if your opponent comes in, having that momentum is such an advantage. And man, ever since that one fight, the floodgates have just opened. And Leshka's just getting the tar beaten out of him. Holy crap. 9 on 2 now. Only 4 minutes left on the clock here. So jwzr are taking very little damage recently, but man, that rocket's certainly going to do a hell of a lot of good. However, is that rocket going to be followed up by anything useful at all? That's the biggest question here. But at the halfway point, just a minute and a half ago, we were fairly close to a tie game. This thing has gotten really out of hand for Leshka very quickly. And he hasn't shown up to a Mega in a very long time. Like, yeah, he's railed once, but he can recover from that fairly easily. And he just didn't have a solid commitment to a fight afterwards. So top of the map is going to be LG on LG. jwzr taking a lot of damage. But man, 5 frags in a row for jwzr now. Let's go take a look at what Leshka's working with off the spawn. He's got rocket launcher, trying to stay quiet. Moving back on through, taking away the green armor before taking the teleporter back up top. Looking for a bit of opportunity damage, but fortunately for him, he didn't get too stuck there. Man, he's running out of time to pick these frags up. Let's take a look at his EB accuracy. 50%, not too shabby. He's been throwing a fair amount of them out, but man, it's going to be hard for him to pick it up consistently off of these spawns. He's just been dying so frequently now. Honestly, it looks like he's got a little bit stuck. Like, this quiet stuff, like, yeah, it's useful after, you know, a few minutes of realizing, okay, I'm out of control. I need to change gears a little bit. I need to change the pace of this game. When you've only got 2 minutes left and you're down 10 frags, it's a little bit late at that point. He's doing some good damage here. Oh, there we go. Able to take down jwzr finally. 2 minutes left on the clock. Only 9 frags, 8 frags to pick up. He took no damage in that fight, which is handy. Oh, but he really needed that EB shot to soak up most of that Mega. He's going to be chasing him up the jump pad because, yeah, that's what you do when you've got no time left. You overextend. You put yourself out there. You risk way too much because you don't have a choice. It's unfortunate for Leshka, but man, he's doing good here, but it's not going to take too much to just stop him in his tracks. He's not gaining a lot of inertia here. Nice. So 5 to 12. If he just had a couple more minutes here, I think he could really turn this around. But Leshka getting knocked down once again. Final minute coming up to jwzr solidly in the lead. About to take this upper bracket final 2-0. And it was so close so much earlier in the game. Things just got out of hand for Leshka. Oh my god. But also jwzr just started hitting stupid stuff. So there we have it. GG's called that out there. That will be that for the upper bracket until we catch up. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, no. Shit. Leshka actually took the first one. I forgot. It's going to be the tiebreaker between Leshka and jwzr. Let's do this. It's going to be jwzr out of the gate here. Plasma gun taken out at the top of the map. Getting stuck on these handrails. Safety rails bullshit. More like get your nuts stuck on them rails. So it's going to be just plasma gun before Mega comes up. That's a bit of an odd start for jwzr there. He's not respawning. He's slow spawning. Okay. Not sure what he was doing at that point. Because, yeah, he's going to need something. He's got nothing there. So rocket launcher finally taken away. And EB, that's 2 weapons for jwzr. He's all loaded down now. It's going to be hard to move like that. Loading screen needs more naked pig woman. Lol. Okay, so that's one thing holding back Warsaw from any sort of popularity. Way too much pad pork. Like, when I saw the picture of a new pad pork, I'm like, really? This is what we're doing with the game? We're doing a new pad pork? 'Cause that's what we needed. Ugh. Alright. But 1 minute knocked off and 4 or 5 frags in favor of Leshka here. Let's go see what Leshka's working with. Take it away, YA. We've got 6 seconds left to red. It's going to be a bit of a fight over that red. I mean, jwzr really wants to show up and do some damage here before pop back through the teleporter. But Leshka's actually a little bit light on weapons himself. Except for the rocket launcher. Look at that. He's not even taking away the machine gun. It was like, nope. The fact that you make a sound when I pick you up means that you're useless to me as a weapon. Poor machine gun. I mean, it's more useful in team games. I don't really know what it's doing in this map. There aren't many duel maps that have the machine gun in it. It's really much more of a bomb mode or like Planet Arena weapon. But I gotta say, it does feel really good. Like, it's got a nice blah, 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 wet, heavy, thumpy sound. It's nice. Man, 2 minutes, and we're looking at solid full frags up here for Leshka. Everything's coming up Millhouse. But he's got to leave up that red armor. Still plenty of time to come back in, but oh, that shot says no. Leshka not hitting these EBs means that we finally have jwzr able to take away a little bit of item advantage. Well, that's 125 armor for Leshka. A little bit more for jwzr. A little bit lighter on the health, though. The machine gun's great. It's just not used in duel very often. But I think as far as like aesthetics go, like it feels great. It's gotten to the point in first-person shooters where it's like, you know what? I don't care anymore what the game type is. I don't care what your gimmick is. I don't care what your progression is. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Just make the guns feel good to shoot, all right? When I click on the mouse button, I need to go me gusta. That's important. If I can't do that, you've already failed me, game. I'm sorry. But no, Warsaw feels great. Like, the rockets feel nice and clunky. It's actually got some of the best hit sounds. It's got the best death sound. It's that bong. It's one of the great failures of Quake 4 is that the hit sounds are just shit. And really, the machine gun also depends on, like, the range you're dealing with. Like, it's hit scan, right? It's got a little bit of spread, but it's still hit scan. It's going to be a little bit more of a long-range thing. Like, the fact that the LG exists means that at medium range, like, yeah, the LG is going to trump the machine gun every time. Long range? Yeah, machine gun it up, bro. But this map isn't that long range of a map. Like, you've got that one vantage point down towards the red armor, and that's about as long as the ranges get. Or the lateral hallway. Sure, why not? But you really need something else there to justify it. Or as a weapon to use when you've just picked up, you know, a spawn and you've got nothing else. But even, look at this, like close range, he's much more willing to use the EB. The machine gun's a great weapon, it just needs the right context, and this map arguably isn't it. I mean, this map did come out at about the same time that the machine gun did, so it's like, oh, you got a new weapon, gotta put a new weapon in a new map, it'll be good stuff. Not really. Like, don't get me wrong, I love machine gun, it's found its place, this is not in this map. Now, I'm one to talk as a Quake 2 player. Because in Quake 2, there's a lot of maps that just have the single-player weapons, like the machine gun and the shotgun, which are just useless compared to everything else. This is ammo, really. But they're there. But most duel maps, like most custom duel maps, just don't have them at all, so you don't even realize. This is the vanilla maps that have them. Anyway, we're looking at 5 minutes left of the clock here, and it's 2 to 11, so I'm sorry if I've been tangenting a bit, but it really looks like, you know, we've got Leshka solidly in the lead here. Oof. But yeah, looking over the bracket here, looks like we're actually getting quite a lot of lower bracket matches done already. Man, nice shot there from Leshka. But I'm really looking forward to the last few matches here. There's a lot of awesome names on here, and I know that I just want to see these matches get mixed up, see some other matchups here. Oh man, Leshka, don't extend so much you run out of ammos. The weapons of Warsaw sound like toys? Like, I don't know. Like, if they are toys, they're really fun-sounding toys. Like, the Nerf Maverick is a toy, but it still feels good to shoot. Like, it goes clunk in a really nice way. And the rocket has a damn good sound effect. The LG has more bass than most other games. The shotgun has got a nice, like, thwack to it. I've played games with terrible sounding shotguns. This is not one of them. Everything at Warsaw is just really polished, really nicely done. I love the conversations on ESR that are like, oh yeah, well, Warsaw has like the wall jumping, which is why it's not a popular game. No, shooters have a lot more problems than just wall jumping, believe me. But there we have it. It's going to be Leshka taking the upper bracket final